Hello everybody, so today I'm filming my 2026 goals and my 2026 ins and outs. So we're obviously a couple of weeks into the year and I did mean to film this video a couple of weeks ago, but 2026 just came straight out of the gate and took right off, and it is what it is. It's better late than never, right? So somebody asked a couple of weeks ago in our group chat at work what our word for the year was, and I chose the word joy. We all know the world can be a tough and sad place to be sometimes. So for me this year, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the things that bring me joy and make me happy. So I've really tried to focus a lot of my goals around that concept. So I've got a few different goals to talk about. I've broken them down into different sections and kind of categorized them. So let's just jump on in. So firstly is going to be my content goals. So that's about my channels, about my posting, the type of content I want to post. So I guess firstly, the big overarching goal that I have is just being consistent in posting, but doing this in a sustainable way. If you've been around for quite a while, or if you've seen some of my first videos since I've returned to YouTube, I used to make videos 5 years ago. When I posted 5 years ago, I didn't work full time. I now work full time, so I am currently trying to figure out the best kind of schedule for me to film content, to post content. And I really enjoy making content. It's just trying to find the time to do that. When I say sustainable content, I think for me it's going to be things like making sure I'm bulk filming as much as I can. I still want to be able to film videos on the fly, but I don't want to get myself in a position where I've got no content and I've got home from work and I'm too tired to do anything. So I want to make sure I've got myself into a good groove. So that includes using a journal. So I talked about this in one of my vlogs. This is a journal I've had for a very, very long time. It's an undated journal. It is a weekly and a monthly planner. So I'm planning to use this to try and schedule my content, to write down my ideas, to just try and set myself a bit of a to-do list, I guess. And I have, of course, decorated it in Jonas Brothers stickers with Joe on the back. So I'm hoping that this schedule will help me kind of be a little bit more consistent about my posting. In terms of the content that I'm posting, I really want to focus on things that bring me joy, that make me happy. If you were here before, you know that I posted predominantly book content. I did towards the end try and move into a little bit of music content, but I never fully made it there because I stopped filming. And my content now is obviously shifting from what it was. I still want to post about books, so if you are here for my book content, I do hope to still post it. I'll talk about this a little bit later, but I don't read as much, so it is hard to talk about books when I don't read as much. But I still want to post book content. If you've been watching some of my content, I post about learning to play guitar, learning to DJ. I am having I'm having a blast doing that. So I will continue to post me learning how to play guitar, learning how to DJ. The other content that I'll work on will hopefully be related around the other things that I talk about a bit later, the other goals, so the skills that I want to learn, the things that I enjoy. But yeah, I just hope that my channels, my social media is going to be a place that reflects the things that I'm obsessed with, that I'm currently loving, and I'm posting about it because I love it, and I hope that it brings you joy as much as it brings me joy. I guess my goals in terms of posting is that I'll post at least one long form content video a week. Depending on how I can work this, it would be good to post twice a week, but I'm not going to go too high at the moment. I'll just aim for one. I definitely want to film vlog contents. I'm probably more posting vlogs once a month, but we'll see how we go there. And then, yeah, I guess I just really want to build a really nice community here and on my other social medias where we can talk about the things that we love, the things that we're learning to do. Maybe you're learning to play guitar or DJ as well, and we can share hints and tips together. But yeah, I just really want to have a really nice community. I want to post some content and we're going to have a great time together. So my next section focuses around, I guess, skills. So this is, I guess we're calling it my musician era. So I have always played the piano. I haven't actually played in many years. I couldn't tell you the last time I touched a piano, to be honest. But this year I'm really wanting to bring it back. So if you've watched any of my short form content or my vlogs lately, you'll know I got a guitar for Christmas, and you'll know that I have been learning how to DJ. So this year I really want to lean into that. I'm having so much fun playing the guitar. I've literally only missed one day since I got the guitar. I've played it every single day since Christmas Day, except for one day when my fingers needed a break. And I still wanted to play that day, but I didn't because my fingers needed a break. So to really break down my goals here, I want to continue to learn how to DJ. I want to get better at playing the guitar. I want to learn to produce my own music. I am getting a MIDI keyboard for my birthday so I can start trying to make my own songs. So I guess those are 3 different things: guitar, the producing, and learning how to DJ. So if we want to break down even more, so for the guitar, I would really like to learn how to play at least one Jonas Brothers song. I asked Gemini which Jonas Brothers song it thinks would be easier to play, and it has suggested Love Bug because it is apparently all open chords and beginner friendly. I think I'll try and learn how to play at least Love Bug this year. I would love to do that, and I will definitely film that process as I start. I'm still learning how to play guitar at the moment and learn the chords, so that one's going to be a little bit later down the road, but I'll definitely be sharing a lot of content about learning how to play guitar and my progress. For my DJing, I really, really would like to learn how to recreate the mega mix that the Jonas Brothers did at the Greetings from Your Hometown tour. I've had a bit of a play with the first version of the mega mix. Is probably not going to be solely achievable on just my decks, but I'm going to do what I can. But it is a really big goal of mine to try and recreate that mega mix the best that I can, and maybe I do my own interpretation of it, but I'm going to do the best that I can. So that is my big goal for that. And in terms of writing music, I just want to have a go. I have tried in the past and I really want to try again. I gave up in the past. I did actually really recently find the book of lyrics that I had written, but I really want to be able to make my own music. So for this year, that is a really big goal of mine, is to try and write a song. And that includes the lyrics, that includes the music. So hopefully by the end of the year, I will be able to play my own song. I'll be able to play at least Love Bug on my guitar, and I'll be able to recreate the Jonas Brothers versus Mega Mix. Fingers crossed. So the next one is a music goal. It's kind of related to what I just talked about in learning how to play music, but this is more about listening to music. So I've probably talked about it briefly in the past, but I track everything I listen to via last.fm. It is linked on my channel, and I believe down below if you would like to follow along and hear what I'm listening to. But I really want to try and get outside of my comfort zone. Just to bring up the Jonas Brothers again, Joe Jonas, he creates a playlist on Spotify almost every week where he is sharing the tracks that he has found and he has loved. My favourite thing to do at the end of last year was to listen to those playlists and pull out my favourite songs from what he has created. So I'm going to continue doing that as long as he keeps making playlists. I have my own playlist on Spotify called Joe Jonas Made Me Do It, where I pull in those songs that I really like that he has shared. It's also full of Jonas Brothers playlists as well. But I would also just like to try and listen to new music. So hopefully at least once a month I can listen to a new album and discover new music that I love. In line of that, I would like to go to as many concerts as possible. So I'm already going to Linkin Park this year. I am so excited to see them. So I'll definitely try and vlog that as a side note. I know 5 Seconds of Summer is coming to Australia, so I would also really like to go see them. Harry Styles obviously just announced a new album, so maybe he will tour as well. I would really like the Jonas Brothers to come here. So I would like to go to what I can. So I guess to add on to the music goals, I'm obviously a bit of a Jonas Brothers fan. I'm not sure if you've noticed. So I guess I just have a couple of goals around them, which is to try and complete my vinyl collection. I don't know if that's even possible. I have all of their newest stuff, but trying to get the old Jonas Brothers vinyls is really hard. So I am definitely going to be on the hunt this year to try and track down their old vinyls. It's a goal, but it's probably not going to be achievable, but I'll do my best. I definitely want to make sure that I'm listening to their new music as it comes out. So Nick Jonas has his new album Sunday Best coming out on February 6th. So I already have that pre-ordered, so I definitely want to make sure I'm listening to that from start to finish. Joe has definitely teased that there'll be either DNCE or solo music coming out from his way, so I am so excited to listen to that. I know that Joe is never going to watch this video, but Joe, if you would love to release Blacklight, that would be great. I guess that's just an add-on to music, is that I have some Jonas specific, and that is to probably buy more merch. It's to wear my merch. I wear a Jonas Brothers shirt to work every single Friday, although it's more of a band shirt Friday, but it's become Jonas Brothers shirt Friday because I have that many Jonas Brothers shirts. So the last part of this goals video is my hobbies. I mentioned briefly just before my reading. So I haven't read much in the last few years. There's many reasons for this, but this year I really want to try and read at least 10 books. I'm not making my goal high because I'm going to be realistic with myself. With every other goal that I have, reading is probably not going to be at the forefront, but I do want to still read. I want to at least read the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, like all of the books that I have, and I know book 8 is coming out soon, so that is something that I would like to prioritize this year. In terms of other hobbies, I would like to try and watch at least one movie a month. I am the worst when it comes to movies. My friends always recommend me movies, and I will be like, yep, I'll add it to my list, and I could tell you there's probably, I could probably count on one hand the amount of movies that I've watched that people have recommended to me. And it's nothing personal. It's just that I don't watch a lot of movies. So for 2026, I'm also going to try and put in a journal everything I'm watching, everything I'm reading. I want to use that journal to track my progress when it comes to playing guitar. I want to try and track the concerts that I've gone to. So when I get to December and I look back on it, I can just see where I was and how I've grown in terms of learning how to play guitar, just how everything has been going. I don't really have a journal set up yet, and it's not going to be anything fancy because I'm not overly great at bullet journaling or anything like that. At the moment, I just have a regular notebook where I've just written down things, and I'm probably going to stick to that kind of format for now. So what are the 2026 ins and outs? The ins is being kind to myself, knowing that I'm learning how to play guitar. I definitely get so frustrated with myself because I can't get my fingers in the right shape, or I'm not doing it fast enough when I'm changing chords. So I need to be kinder to myself. So what's going to be out is giving up or getting frustrated and just saying I can't do it, because I can do it. I just have to practice about it. Another in this year is to try and put the social media down. I love me some scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, but I don't want it to consume my life. So out is scrolling for hours and hours on end. We're going to limit the time, enjoy what I'm watching, and then put the phone down and do some of the hobbies that I love, like reading or watching a movie or watching a TV show. Next in is DNFing books or DNFing movies. Life is too short for bad books or bad movies or things, or just generally, they're not necessarily bad, they're just things that I don't enjoy. So the out is forcing myself to read through a book or finish a movie or finish a TV show. It's time to go, life is too short to do the things that we don't enjoy. So we're going to put them down and move on to the next thing. So that is it. That is the plan that I have for 2026, my ins, my outs, and the goals that I have for myself. I would love to know down below, what are your goals for 2026? Is there anything that you've been meaning to learn? Is there any artist that you would like to see live this year? Is there any movie that you're really looking forward to seeing? If you also know how to play guitar, also comment down below what songs you think I should try and learn that are not overly hard. If you don't know what to comment a flower emoji. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Goodbye.